I can't go back to a W-2 job. 26 hours I work active time and I make $1,200. So if I could do it, you can do it. And I for sure will help you.
DoorDash can be a great way to make money. But can anybody do it? Can anybody go to these restaurants, pick up food, make $1,200 in 26 hours? Should drivers be quitting their W-2s and do this full time? Mr. Bet on You back at you with the RideShare guy. So I'm going to show you guys this clip real short. I want you guys to put a comment down below after you see it, and I'm going to give you my perspective. Can anybody make good money with DoorDash? $1,200, 26 hours of active time. Watch this clip and we'll get into it.
I'm trying something new out. It's my first time doing this, really. But I'm a DoorDasher, and I can't go back to a W-2 job. 26 hours I work active time and I make $1,200. This is kind of like on average for me. You know, I'm a top dasher in the 916 area. So if you ever thought about DoorDashing for some extra money, you know, side hustle, whatever, I will do it if I was you. Like, it is money out here. You just got to come out here and get it. And this is not working all day for me. This is coming out 5 hours in daytime, 2 hours at nighttime. So if I could do it, you can do it. And I for sure will help you, you know, get there.
So many of you might be saying this. This is what I think when I see that clip. First off, I'm excited he's having some success and he's making good money. You can see the excitement on his face. Like, that is good. Gig drivers meeting their goals, making good money on their time, phenomenal. He clearly has a plan. A couple hours here, a couple hours there. He's learning his market. He's obviously kind of new to it, but I think it's phenomenal. I mean, it's fantastic. We need to applaud that, number one. But secondly, I might say this is a honeymoon phase. Some people think the apps feed new drivers good orders to kind of hook them and reel them in, and then it kind of levels out after that. I don't know how true that is. I think that's speculation. That's my opinion, at least for somebody that's been doing this for a little bit of time, right? But can most DoorDash drivers, you know, should they be leaving a W-2? He's like, I can't go back to a W-2. I'm gonna give you my opinion on that. So I think that's the biggest takeaway from this. Should you leave a W-2 to do gig work based on a good week, a good month only of gig app earnings? Listen, my short answer to that is absolutely you should not. Most of you guys should not leave a good W-2 and do this kind of work and think that that's the result you're going to get. Now, do I think some could do it? Absolutely. But most people that do this work do it part-time, and they're not seeing that type of return on their time and all that kind of stuff. And it would also depend mostly on the market that you're in. If you're in his market, maybe it's good. If you're in a rural market, a lot slower. If you hate your W-2 and you're not making great money and you hate your boss, you don't like it, it's not good for you, maybe give it a try. But most of us are not going to be able to sustain that type of money long term. We don't get benefits. Taxes aren't prepared for us. You're not putting into any kind of 401k or for your retirement. You have to do all that on your own. Most of us should not leave a W-2 to do gig work, in my opinion. Drop a comment, let me know, have you left W-2 work and you're doing this full time? If so, how long? Are you somebody that's had a positive or negative experience with leaving a W-2, going full-time gig work? Let us know in the comments what your experience and what your thought is based on what he said. And do you think it's a honeymoon phase? Do you think that him saying, I'll never go back to a W-2, do you think that that's not, he's not thinking rationally? Do you feel like he's caught up in the money, the moment? I think the gig economy is a fantastic, excellent, great, whatever word you want to use, opportunity to make some money. I think for a lot of us, it's going to be a gap between employments, whether you were fired, laid off, or you left on your own. It could be a way to pay down some debt. It could be a way to take care of a large bill you have coming up, do it part-time, like most drivers, and take care of a nice vacation you want to take somebody that you love on. I think the apps are fantastic for that, but I don't think most of us should or could leave a W-2 and replace your income 100% for a long-term solution. I think a lot of us can do it for a week, a month. Hey, you know what? Maybe you could do it for several months. Maybe you could do it for a year or two. But is this something you're going to be able to do and sustain it and not think to ever go back to a W-2? I don't think most drivers can do that. And if he wants to help most drivers in his market and other markets, if he helps 100 drivers in this market, is he going to make that same kind of money if he added 100 drivers to where he works? Probably not. Big shout out, much respect to this driver. He's making money, but if he's watching this, and for you guys, make sure you're adapting. Make sure you know your plan of working these apps. And if it is long term, be willing to adapt as things happen, because things will happen, things will change. But my opinion, most people should not leave a good W-2 and think they're going to see that kind of results with the gig economy long term. If you are somebody that's been thinking about signing up for the gig economy apps, check the description in the links in the description box. You can also sign up for the courses to help you maximize your earning potential here with Mr. Bet on You and the RideShare guy. I'll see you next week.